Hi, welcome to Foodie. Today we're going to be in my cooking element. I'm going to take a basic Middle Eastern dish, but I'm going to totally Americanize it, so I apologize if there's any Middle Easterners watching this. But this is just where I like to experiment and add some things that I like to these meals. It's called Mejadra, basically a long grain rice with lentils and onions. Vegetarian dish, which I enjoy. I like cooking a lot of the Indian dishes as well. And the lentils, just to me, totally great substitute for like a ground beef or something. So we'll get started on this. All right, I got a frying pan with 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt the butter, and also in the back here I've got half a cup of lentils that I bought. I just cooked according to the package. We're going to be using that in just a minute. And I'm going to start with making kind of like an American box of rice-a-roni. I've got what we get at the Asian store, and I think you can get them on the international aisle in American stores. I call them little bird's nest. It's vermicelli or rice noodle. It's 2 ounces, and they usually come in these little 2-ounce little bird's nest, I call them. And so what I want to do is cut these. So you just want nice, smaller pieces of the noodle, not big, long pieces. If you can't find these, or actually probably be easier, you could just get some angel hair pasta. You know, just something that's nice and thin. All right, so I've got my butter melted. And now I'm going to take my vermicelli or angel hair pasta, if you would like. So we're just going to stir this around, get it coated good, and get it just a little bit brown, maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Just have to keep stirring and keep watching so that it doesn't burn. Then also to let you know, here I've got 1 cup of long grain rice that's been rinsed thoroughly and drained. So if y'all have ever made rice-a-roni, of course they have very tiny little vermicelli, and you do the same thing here. You cook them in butter till they turn a little brown. Okay, you can probably see a little, starting to turn a little brown. So we don't want to overcook these. So here I'm going to add 2 cups of water. And my 1 cup of rinsed rice. You know, any long grain rice would be okay. I think original recipe calls for basmati. I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of salt. We'll want to bring this to kind of a low boil or a simmer. We'll cover it and let this rice cook for 15 minutes. So while our rice is cooking, we'll get going on the onions. We got a pan, just put in some olive oil, burner on like medium. I've got 1 nice size onion. Put that in the pan. Get that oil covered on the onions really good. And I think in the original Mideast recipes, you kind of like deep fry these and you get them real hard and crispy. I'm going to cheat on that, and I'm just going to add a can of these French fried onions like you would put on your green beans at Thanksgiving. We'll do that at the end here. But just some really nice, soft, sweet onions here. We're just going to cook these for the whole, 15 minutes or so till the rice is done. It'll be nice, really soft. All right, my onions are starting to brown a little bit. Turn it down to medium low or low. And we'll just let these continue to get soft and stir them every once in a while. To our onions, let's add a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a half a teaspoon of turmeric. Just stir that in good. Coat the onions really good. All right, I'm going to cover the onions. Let's go ahead and turn the heat off. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes on the rice. It tastes like I think it's pretty much finished. Let's turn off the heat. We're just going to let it sit here for 10 minutes just to make sure all the moisture, the water gets absorbed in there. Okay, I think everything's ready to put together. So I've got my rice, my onions here. We're going to pour the onions in. I like these skillet dinners. Now we'll mix in our lentils. What I'm going to do here, this is a little twist, this is optional. I'm going to put in some chopped tomatoes. I'm just using canned tomatoes. I'm not going to put too much of the liquid in there. So what I do, put 3 pretty big spoonfuls. Okay, so we can mix all this up good. Makes a lot. Let's go ahead and pour in our canned French fried onions. Put as much as you want. I'm maybe using a little less than a half since I have other onions. All right, so all I really want to do now is to warm this up. And actually, I'm thinking about topping this with some grated cheese. Again, optional. That's what I like about these kind of dishes. It may not be the traditional, but I can get in there and play around and add spices that I like, and my burner on low just to warm everything up. Yeah, what I'm going to do is top it with some grated cheese. And then again, top with some chives or just green onion. Let's cover it so we get that cheese to melt. So here we are finished. Skillet dinner, Mejadra American style. Looks delicious. Can't wait to try it. Catherine's gonna try the Mejadra American style.
This is American style? Looks like Indian.
It's Middle East, mainly.
Good.
Good. The regular recipe calls for Greek yogurt or some kind of, regular yogurt on top. I'm using sour cream for mine. Good. I probably put a little bit more salt.
I don't think it's salt. Not
Very good. I like it.
I think it's good too.
If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Foodie right over there. Thank you for watching.